My friend Thorskegga Thorn is also a writer, a reteller of the Old Norse myths, and she wrote a version of the fight between Freyr and the giant Beli, in which Beli is killed by an antler rather than a sword. And reading this, I asked her if it would be all right to retell her story in verse, alliterative verse. And so this is the Lay of Beli, but with Thorskegga Thorn. First light falling meets frith in the Van Hall. Of ash and elm the elf home is wrought, all loaded with leaves, lively and shimmer-like, dripping a drink of dew for the grass. Seated in sunshine, the son of Niorth, crafty in spell lore, cunning in thought, casts his sight across the worlds, Athelvan Frey, all-giver's warden. Sees he the vanguard slaughter's harvest, Freyr is flying through fields of spear play, choked with foemen. She chooses her fallen, as cat's claws rake the cloud home above. Full grows his heart her fairness to gaze on, his beloved aloft alongside the sun. In Sisrumnir the mead will be supped this eve by the hardest of heroes in horns of gold. A rumble and clatter rattles the Van Hall, the wheels of his wagon webbed in silver, bridle a jingling, bristles a gleaming, scowls Gullimbursti, and Skirnir the steersman. Hard is the word from Hars of the Russ, says heart-fast Skirnir, homes are ablaze. Your friends must flee from a fiend hight Beli, an ill-meaning etin from outside the Midyard. Wroth now and keen is the rider of helmets, the skilled in the shield clash. By Skirnir climbs, his wagon of wood he wheels in a trice, his bristled boar he breaks to a trot. Glows Gullimbursti, golden and stout, in the light of the sun, as aloft he climbs, little legs pounding, long snout pointing. The boar draws his food friend boldly to Russland. Frey brings his wain to Fjorgin's bosom, to the folded earth, and the fields ablaze. Clear through the waste goes the call of the Athelvan. Hear me, Beli, your harvest must end. Over the treetops, the eyes of the Jotun gaze at the gift tier, as guts of cow and dregs of blood drip from his maw. Higher than the hills stands the harrier of men. Beli bellows with baleful laughter. Oh, a mood mighty calf calls me to the fight. So high and heart-strong his head he will play for. What name shall be writ in runes on his stone? Njord is my father, Noatan's loafward. To Horn I am husband, and Nos is my bairn. Bigvir and Bela are bearers in my ale-hall. Friend I am to Skirnir, and Freyr is my name. What shall I fear from a freshling van? No luck can he look for, laughs the ill-bringer. Bearing his blade, the bale-worker grins. Go, fetch your weapon. to make good your boast. You gloat at my youth, the glad god answers. I deem you a nitwit, to doom me by age. Nor want I a weapon to work my wrath on your bullhead brow, bedmate of sheep. The thorn thirst answers, you threaten unmanlike, weaving with weef-men your witchcraft and spells. Iron on iron, this is the etin's way. To mete out and settle all matters of worth. How is this worthy? Horn's love asks, arms wide open over earth's deep scars. Iron is for ploughing the holy earth and reaping. For these muddy folk who hold me their friend, go from these fields, bring gold in fee to weigh out their loss. Your way then take to your frosty home, or fare forever from lands of the living, most loathed bellower. Truce then is tried by the true-hearted warlord with the foeman of fold. The fell dweller's sword is balefully swung, bites deep into earth, tearing the turf by the toes of Fro-Ing. In his hand holding the horn of the deer king, spells of the Vanir are spoken by the Fro, wise words of might or wand of the Ruttinglash. Stiff with strength, he stabs at his foe. Frey sends fire, a flare of lightning. Beli is burst and bellows no more. Trees come tumbling, toppled by the thirst. Fjorgyn shudders when he falls to her grasp.